Here's part of my collection, and I've been wanting to cut down a bit of them. Let's check out this box of Toybiz and early Hasbro figures and see if I want to get rid of any of them. Here are 3 early Hasbro figures. Black Bolt and Nova is from the Nemesis BAF wave, and Guardian is from the Brood Queen BAF wave. Hasbro has redone all these 3 figures and all of them look better, so I think I'm gonna let go of these 3. This body mold is really kind of overused, kind of like the Bucky Cap body mold of last time. Toybiz used it and early Hasbro used it all the way to Return of Marvel Legends as well, before it was finally retired and never used again in the Infinite series onwards. And Black Bolt is really on a lousy body mold. It doesn't have a bicep swivel, doesn't have a thigh swivel, and doesn't have a waist swivel as well. The metal fork thingy on the head is also kind of small. But I guess one thing interesting about this figure is that it has the cloth cape under the armpit. Doesn't really look that great actually when you open up the arms. And look at the phrase on the cloth. Really quite bad actually. Here are the 2 variants of Captain Marvel, and again, Hasbro has given an updated version of this and it looks better. They haven't done this version of him though. And one thing about Toybiz that I'm really puzzled about is this articulation on this finger. They fold the fingers up but then give articulation, so I don't know what they're trying to do. Look at that. If I open up the fingers, it looks like this. What's the point of this pose? The translucent blue plastic on this is actually quite decent. Here are the 2 variants of Bullseye. Some talk about Hasbro milking us, but Toybiz also did the same thing, giving us variants like this, just a different in head sculpt. Nowadays, we just get alternate heads and parts, which is really kind of better in my opinion. I think this Toybiz Bullseye figure is one of the better figures by Toybiz. The sculpt on it is really good, and the head sculpt is really good, both of them. And I think Bullseye is the origin of this body mold, which has been reused plenty of times. Do you guys agree with me? And also on this variant, you can see it's really white on the gloves and the boots and this shoulder area. But for the other variant, it's really kind of greyish. Here's Stomgen Punisher from the movie and also Face Off Punisher, both by Toybiz. The Stomgen Punisher head sculpt is really quite decent, quite a good resemblance to him. But for this Face Off Punisher, the head is really small and I actually really don't like this head sculpt at all. Makes him look so old. Look at how big the torso is and how small the head is compared to the torso. Here's Toybiz Storm and early Hasbro Human Torch. You guys know that Toybiz really had bad female body molds, but this one at least looks kind of decent. Having a rubbery cape is also quite good because it does look more firm compared to the cloth cape that we got in the recent updated version of this black costume Storm. The hair on this one is really something. Look at how big and solid it is. And same as all the female Toybiz figures, they can barely stand on their own. I'm leaning this towards the container, so yeah. Almost impossible to make it stand on its own on the high heel shoes. Here's early Hasbro Human Torch and he looks like he's going Super Saiyan. Here are 2 Toybiz Punishers. I think this one is from the Urban Legends box set with the skull repainted red, and this one is from the single packed figure. I actually like this pair of figures, just like the Bullseye figure. The sculpt on it is really quite good. And I like the head sculpt on this one. Really looks menacing. You can imagine Punisher looking like this. There is a difference in color of boots. This one came in black gloves and black boots. The other one is in white. And one strange thing about this figure is that it kind of have hip articulation similar to Marvel Select. I think this Punisher figure is the only one that has that sort of hip articulation. And look what happens when we do a split. You can see this ugly joint cut, kind of a sharp corner. Here's one of the gun, kind of warped out of shape, but the paintwork on it is really good. And a bazooka. Hasbro did one that came with Deadpool. Here's Silver Surfer with his board and Howard the Duck. He does come with a base. I do have it somewhere in another drawer. Here's a look at the only Howard the Duck figure that we've gotten so far. There is head swivel left and right, and also swivel on the arms. The figure can't really stand on its own though. For the Silver Surfer, the silver paintwork is quite good with a tinge of blue shading at certain parts of the figure, which is really a nice touch to it. And of course, it has the magnetic fit to stick to the board. We do have the Hasbro version of this, but this figure still looks kind of good actually. Oops. Here's the Toybiz Vision and the early Hasbro Yellow Jacket and Adam Warlock. We already have an updated version of Vision, so I'm definitely going to get rid of this one, this scrawny looking Vision. But for these two, we have not gotten an update of these figures. We do have a movie version of Yellow Jacket though. And again, this Yellow Jacket is on this same body mold. That's why I say this is kind of the Bucky Cap body mold back then. Quite a decent figure actually, this Yellow Jacket figure. And for Adam Warlock with the Infinity Stones, he is on the same body mold as Black Bolt. No bicep, waist and thigh swivel. The figure comes with this stick which you can insert into the hands. Kind of tight actually. Yeah. Just a few left. Here's Toybiz Dr. Doom and also Baron Zemo. Both of them has been updated by Hasbro already. For the Toybiz Baron Zemo, it has the variant with the unmasked head. And for this Doom figure, you can remove the mask. But first, you have to remove the cape to reveal this unmasked face. He also has the sculpted jetpacks at the back, just like the Hasbro version. Here's a closer look at Baron Zemo. Decent sculpt, but I think the Hasbro version is better than this one. And that is a fake gun by the way, you can't take it out. And last but not least, here are the two variants of Moon Knight. Toybiz did a silver variant and kind of a blackish variant. Both the figure comes with a stick and a nunchuck. Both the sticks are kind of warped for mine. And these two figure actually looks good. Again, Hasbro has already redone a version of this Moon Knight. But these Moon Knight figures still looks kind of good actually. Alright, that's it. I have this pair of swords. I don't know where this is from. Anyone can enlighten me? So, these are the ones that I want to keep. I'm going to keep both of the Moon Knights because they look awesome. And also Stomgen Punisher because it's a movie version. I'm keeping the blue variant of Captain Marvel just in case Hasbro decide to release one, so that I can do a comparison. This Punisher, I just simply like the head sculpt and the overall look of the figure. Yellow Jacket, there isn't a new one yet, so I'll be holding on to this one. Same goes for Adam Warlock. For Baron Zemo, I have not gotten the new Zemo yet to do a comparison. And for this Silver Surfer, it just looks awesome. So I guess I'll be holding on to this for now. And these are the ones that I'm going to let go of. I think I've done the comparisons for this. And yeah, I just need to really narrow down my collection. So this has got to go. Thanks for watching. Do check out my Spider-Man collection videos over here and my comparison between original and bootleg Marvel Legends figures in this playlist over here.